What's up, everybody? This is Greg, host of the Arc of Wrestling podcast. We are here live over at lagspike.tv/Arc of Wrestling. And guys, we're here for another podcast.
Well, we are?
Fuck all of you with the no enthusiasm on your guys' side.
What does ARC even stand for? I forgot.
You
Your
forgot?
mother.
What?
Yeah.
Attitude Reality Cast? I don't even know why we picked that. I think Jimmy fucking came up with that.
It's a pretty brutal name. We should probably change our name.
To what?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, then shut the fuck
Greg's the best host ever.
up. You know what? I actually kind of agree with that.
Just kidding. That's terrible.
Oh, okay. Anyways, let's introduce everybody who's in on the podcast. Let's start with Strike. Say hello, Strike.
Hello.
Hunter.
Yes, sir.
Ryan.
Hi.
Mike.
Why am I watching Summer Camp right now?
Why are
The
you
redhead
so...
on there's hot.
So you watch Summer Camp, but you won't watch Total Divas.
I'd rather watch things drinking bleach and Total Divas, to be honest with you.
Would you watch an infant drink bleach?
Maybe.
That's kind of cruel, Mike. And you wouldn't even stop that?
I would stop it after like the 6th chug.
Oh, okay. And, Jonesy. Say hi, Jonesy.
Hi, Jonesy.
Nice. Our special guest for tonight, a man who, I think we've been trying to get him onto the podcast for a couple months now. Dino. Say hello, Dino.
Hi, guys.
Dino, let's plug a couple of your shit right now. A couple of your shits.
Welcome back in county. That's great.
Yeah. We got your YouTube channel, Naughty Bobby Ramos, and your Twitter over at Naughty Bobby. But I want to talk about your comics that you're having right now. Your second shift drawn by Scott Lost and yourself, who you write it. What's it all about?
Yes, sir. Well, it's a project that Scotty had been kicking around for a while. He was always a very talented artist. He would draw. Like, originally, there was supposed to be like a comic based on the PWG 6, and
okay.
Yeah, it sort of just fell through the cracks. But he decided that after he retired, he was going to start going into the comic industry, which is good because he's not wasting his talent. So he asked me and another SoCal wrestler, Mr. Excitement, to write on it. And personally, like I don't like writing about heroes. I find the good guys are very boring to write about. It's just very right is right, and wrong is wrong. So I was in charge of writing the villains, and so it's very brutal shit. I don't know if we can swear on here or not.
Oh, fucking does not give a shit.
Okay, cool.
We're not being sponsored by anybody, so who gives a fuck?
Okay. So it's very fucking brutal, and
awesome.
But it's we just released our first issue. Thanks to everybody who contributed on Kickstarter and whatnot. It was a fun process, very long and very painstaking, especially for Scott. But yeah, I mean, we just want to get it out there to everyone. You won't be disappointed. It's something different. It's something new, and if we are successful, we'll put out more. So. Any
cost to it? Anything? Any payment you have to put down to read it, actually?
What do you mean, like
a subscription fee, or is it just a free read on the internet?
Oh, no. This is you can get your copy. There's one for like domestic shipping. It's like $2.99. You can get it on scottlostcomics.com. There's also let's see here. There's a downloadable one for $1.50, which is pretty good too. Works for your iPad and your Kindle or even your computer. And then for international, it's like $2.99. So it is possible. We're actually trying to get it into some stores as well, sort of get it out there. So far, we got a lot of the San Diego area covered, and we're hoping to just expand more and more.
Awesome. What's the comics about? Like, is it? You said it was PWG 6.
Yeah. Well, the PWG 6 was kind of like a backstage thing, but this one's about a group of kids who live in the San Diego area, and they have these powers, but it's not like they're discovering it too much for the first time. They know what they can do, so we're not going to really bother too much with the origins of it. Right. Some of them are still trying to figure out like why they're getting stronger with it. and others, are just cool with whatever they can do. And this particular story arc, the first one we're doing, they're trying to find this killer who feeds off of the anger and rage of the world. So if he were to go in to like a bar or something like that, like a rowdy bar, and everybody's just talking shit to each other and fighting and whatnot, he'll feed off of that, and then he'll kill everybody in the place.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so
That's-
it's like we try to keep it as not too brutal so everybody can read it, but I told them, if I'm going to work on this, I have to be able to make this character completely scary. Like, I don't just want, he punched that dude through a wall. No, he punched that dude through his stomach and then pinned him to the wall.
Awesome.
Well,
the more brutal, the better.
I'm a
Exactly.
big comic. I'm a big comic book guy, so I'll probably definitely be taking a read of that.
Oh yeah, dude, go right ahead. Seriously, it's a great read. I don't like to participate in anything that I don't believe in, and I wouldn't think that there would be an audience for it if I. So I'm really proud of this project. So if you guys want to check it out, go right ahead. And like I said, if it's successful, we will keep putting out more. We were already working on several different story arcs just to keep our brains fresh on it, to go with the whole theme of things. So.
Awesome. And you guys can all check that out over at scottlostcomics.com. Second Shift is the name of the comic, and yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out after this.
Awesome.
So yeah, guys, let's talk about wrestling. That's why we're here. Let's just talk for 10, maybe 20 minutes about Raw. Just ended about 30 minutes ago. 10 minutes, whatever, fuck it. What do you guys think of Raw?
AJ buried the Divas division. It was the most glorious thing I've ever seen in my life.
Can we talk about
Yeah, right,
that
Mike. You've
promo?
been hating AJ forever. You can't just flip like that.
No.
Yes.
No.
I think everybody in here has been hating on AJ from the beginning, except
hate
for
him.
me.
Not really.
No, I can acknowledge your skills. I just don't like you freaking lusting over her. Like,
Yeah, that.
that.
My sexual fantasies for AJ should not
Don't need to come out in public.
interfere in your guys' opinion on her.
Well, when you're acting like a
It
convicted
interferes with my
pedophile,
opinion of whether or not you're a pedophile or not.
Okay, well, first of all, that does not make me a pedophile because
She's
is
12.
over the
She's
age
of
of
age.
18. See, even
She's
Dino
12.
agrees with me. She is 24.
Dino's
25,
probably
I think.
drunk.
I
would
go
make
by
it as old as
Bizarro
I am.
rules. You just switch the last number around with the. If she's 11, you're fucked. Well, so is she, but
I think 5 minutes before she turns 18, you're still fucked.
what about a minute before?
But let's talk about that promo. Okay, I think we need to get back on the topic on this. That was not a promo you usually see a diva cut.
Well-
That came out of nowhere. I think they're definitely trying to build for a match for AJ to conduct for Night of Champions. Whether that's either Brie or whether that's Natalya she's going to be fighting.
Give us karma.
And
That
before she's fighting JoJo.
oh fuck. God damn, Mike. That promo came
You want us
out
to hate
of
ourselves?
nowhere. I was watching the reaction of that on Twitter and on Woo or whatever other, wrestling forums or shit is going on. Everybody was digging that promo. That, I mean, some people were throwing around the word, work shoot. Not necessarily. I think maybe she's been working on that promo for a while. Maybe they had her, they probably wrote parts of that promo for her. I don't necessarily think that's another Punk move right there, another pipe bomb, but that was definitely one hell of a promo.
Well, she trashed the TV show, so it's all good.
Oh yeah,
The concept of Total Divas was completely buried, and I cheered.
everybody was cheering.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. I mean, I agree. I think they probably told her some topics to touch up on, but if anything, mentioned to her that she can air her grievances out, because she is, and like as lustful as I am towards her too. I mean, she's a geek and she's tiny, and I could just snap her in half, like Ninja Scroll style. But I mean, she's one of the few that actually knew how to wrestle from the time she got in there. It's just they didn't give her enough time because she didn't look like everyone else. And the fact that her and Caitlyn's matches have been the best thing to happen to the Divas division in a long time. Like the brutality of it, the stiffness of it, and whatnot. It's a change of pace, and I mean, it sucks that Karma fell so fucking flat, even though there's so many three-dimensional parts of her. But the thing is like she fucked up on that one. She got knocked up the minute she got her contract signed. Like the fucking ink didn't dry yet. Also, she's got a bun in the oven, which apparently was left in there a little too long. But it just sort of fucked over the entire division. Like as soon as I heard that she was signed, I'm like, this is it. This is the return of the women's division. Like, we're going to see some real fucking wrestling coming from these women. And all of a sudden, nope, that's cut short. So we just got to stick with the fucking Oksana moaning and screaming and barely doing any fucking moves. And, the biggest surprise we had over the last couple of years before that, before the Caitlyn AJ thing, was the Funkadactyls surprising us that, oh shit, one of them can actually wrestle? That's weird. Like, why am I watching this Divas match? And, I think that this promo tonight was a really, really good thing, and I hope it's not done not done in vain. I want to see some more changes in that. I want to see more women wrestlers brought up, more actual women's wrestlers. I want them to put Del Rey on TV.
Oh, yeah.
I want her to have some fucking matches. I want a female Daniel Bryan in there. Well, not an actual Daniel Bryan in a wig or anything. Fuck that Santina Morella shit. But it's just,
Danielle
if you
Bryan.
look back on the women's division, there's a lot of good matches that were just overlooked or forgotten about because all they mentioned was the one match on Raw where Trish and Lita wrestled, but it was good, but it wasn't the only good match that the women had back then.
If they put Del Rey on TV, nobody would be able to work with her because she would be schooling all of them.
Well, that just is desired for them to work harder. I mean, look at the major waves that Zayn and Cesaro were just totally causing in NXT. That's going to make people work even fucking harder to become what they can be,
Oh yeah.
That's NXT though. They have free reign to do whatever mostly.
My biggest fear is that promo is content for Total Divas. That was a very impressive promo. I'm afraid that it's just going to get pushed to the side, and just so we can see the outcome happen on Total Divas in a month and a half.
Well, I was going to say, it might be in Season 6 since they're barely in fucking Mania right now.
Oh my god.
Yay, Season 6.
Whoa.
So it's they did say that they were going to be renewing Total Divas for another season. So this is not the last we're going to see of the constant Total Divas segments on Raw.
They said constant, right?
Whatever.
They need more Big Show segments of him running over Divas.
The Big Show.
And then somebody coming up behind him and yelling at him. Be comedy gold.
What? Okay, let's talk about what else happened on Raw. We had Daniel Bryan, the Gauntlet match with the Shield. I thought that kind of ended abruptly. You had a long match that got interrupted with a commercial with Seth Rollins. Bryan went over Rollins. Ambrose came in, but then Reigns just decides to interfere.
Fucking cock tease.
Seriously. Everyone's been waiting for Ambrose and Bryan to wrestle, and not tonight.
Haven't they wrestled before on TV before?
I think
they've
I'm aware of.
a couple of matches.
No, I think they were advertised for SmackDown one time, but that didn't happen.
Well, it's okay though, because they had two DQ finishes in a row. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I love
WCW.
don't you?
WCW.
Where was Black Ref? He wouldn't have called it. The match would have kept going.
Always count on Black Ref.
Black.
How you guys liking the current Triple H feud with Bryan? His performance overall, is he looking to be a new, the main guy in the company? Like the
Steve
CEO?
Austin.
Is he becoming
He's
the
not
next heel
Austin.
McMahon?
Bryan's the next Steve Austin.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's on his way. I mean, it's just a throwback to the McMahon-Helmsley era. It's just he's actually fully in charge now. So I remember hating him back then. So it's like my childhood coming back, even though that shit was stretched out for a long ass time.
It's funny. It's funny because there's actually, you could go on Tumblr or stuff like that, and you could see people comparing old like clips of the old corporation and how The Rock was introduced to what they're doing with Randy Orton right now. And it's funny to watch how WWE is rehashing some of these storylines just to give like a different view almost of the changes that's happened over the past 10 plus years of how Rock was the guy getting brought in as the big corporate guy. Now Orton is, and then Austin was the rebel, and now Bryan's gonna be the rebel. He's the guy that is completely against the company. What the company major just what like a WWE superstar should be. And it's just really fucking cool how they're just kind of comparing all of this back to the Attitude Era, and it's coming back here, and it's kind of bringing a lot of fresh content to the PG era, which has been dead for a couple years now.
Has it been dead as Katie Vick?
Deader.
Deader?
Deader.
Better than Katie Vick.
What about Sister Abigail?
Oh, that was interesting. I saw that when they put it up on WWE.com. What do you guys think they're going to be doing with that?
People on Twitter saying it's going to be Paige.
It's not going to be Paige.
Son of a bitch.
What? Why,
You don't mean Diamond Dallas, right?
No, not Diamond Dallas.
Hey,
DDP's coming back from the grave. Maybe it's Kimberly Page.
That'll work.
What was it? Audrey Marie, who was the lady who played the girl in the Bray Wyatt promos that they started shooting before his debut. She got released. I think there was a time where Bailey was actually playing that lady too. Maybe that's the chick that was in the vignettes when they were showing Bray Wyatt coming. That's Sister Abigail, but I don't know.
Let's hear from the quiet ones of the group.
and who would that be?
Big Fish and Strike.
Everybody else who hasn't been talking.
Big Fish and Strike. The old man and the guy with the cane mask.
Whatever, they're not talking. Doesn't fucking matter.
I see that.
But yeah, I definitely think if they do carry on with the Sister Abigail thing, it should be really cool. I'd love to see the Wyatt family become a lot bigger than they are.
Sister Abigail died.
Yeah, I mean the promo itself, the editing on any of the videos that they do for the Wyatt family is just, it's so much fun to watch, and this whole return to the dark and scary wrestler, like it's a great throwback to all those other scary gimmicks. And I think that if they're gonna bring out a Sister Abigail, I'm gonna be pissed off if it is Vince McMahon saying it was him all along because his immediate family bought it. But
Awesome.
it was me. I'm Sister Abigail. And then he cut off his grapefruits. But I mean, I think it's a great thing, and the fact that this promo is getting a lot of attention, which shows how great of an impact that this team has. And I do agree that they should become bigger than what they are now. I mean, you saw the impact that they had on NXT. The fucking fans were swaying back and forth and everything. Like, he had followers, he had believers, and
The NXT
I want
crowd
to
is
see
so
a whole
crazy.
arena full of those sheet masks. Like, that would just be fucking creepy to see,
Do they sell the sheet mask now, or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
they
sure
do.
they sell them.
But it's weird because you're watching the Wyatt family get a lot of their stuff is being put on SmackDown. They don't have any time on Raw now.
Yeah, that's bizarre. They need to make a big impact pretty soon, so people just don't think of them as promo guys.
Yeah, these past two Raws, they're all saying, watch SmackDown to see what they do next. These guys should be on Raw. These guys should be, right up there with, the Shield. Doing some big stuff.
Well, Raw is the Shield territory, and SmackDown is the Wyatt family territory. I don't think you can have two big stables on the same show.
Well, the Shield kind of appear on SmackDown as well.
Yeah, they did, like, for some kind of time still, but they were affecting that show as well. I mean, what I want to see is I want to see those two go at it. I'm pretty sure everyone else does too, but I just picture this whole
Go away, ESPN.
like Wyatt family slowly taking out the Shield one by one, and then as soon as they get to like the big face-off between them, I want to see Ambrose just totally snap and become like Mox,
Oh man, I hope they pull that off at Mania though. I don't want to see that right now. I think these guys need their own build-up. I think the Shield, in the past 8 some months they've been completely destroying everybody in WWE. They've had some excellent build-up, but if they're going to build up to these two teams going at it, they need to go their own way separately and then build it up to just the perfect time to have that match go on.
And before it happens at Battleground.
Oh god. I still forget that pay-per-view is actually a thing.
It is.
Once we're supposed to be.
Congratulations.
Which one did that replace again?
Over the Limit.
Oh, I don't fucking care about Over the Limit.
Well, since we're talking about pay-per-view news, why don't we just start talking about some changes that's been going on, or some changes that are being rumored to be going on.
Well,
One of the thing is Hell in a Cell pay-per-view is going to be replaced. It looks like they want to get back to actually using the Hell in a Cell as a special match rather than just constantly use it every year at a pay-per-view.
So can they get rid of Money in the Bank and TLC too while they're at it?
No.
I'm not sure if they're ever going to get rid of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I think that's going to definitely stay its own now. Even though I'm still a huge fan of it being an exclusive match to Mania. I thought still that brought a lot of prestige to that briefcase. But you know what?
Plus, it gives all like the middle card something to do during WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You mean there's Battle Royals aren't something to do?
What?
How dare you insult those Battle Royals? They're great.
Other news,
Fatal 4-Way.
other pay-per-view
Now I want to
news-
see a Divas Money in the Bank.
Oh, God.
Put in some work, bitches.
Didn't they try
Divas
doing a
falling off
Divas
ladders.
Royal Rumble one year?
Yeah, and it was horrible.
That was...
Over the second rope, I think.
yeah.
It wasn't even over the top rope.
You just had to fall out of the ring. Is essentially like once your feet touch the
Isn't that
ground,
what
you're out.
I think? What's her face? Who went to TNA did that? She just rolled out of the ring.
Gail Kim.
Gail
Yeah,
Kim,
Gail Kim did that.
Oh. Gail Kim's a whore anyway.
Just a couple other pay-per-view news. SummerSlam is now being rumored to go to New York.
What?
Yeah, I heard that there's some talks of maybe even moving it to Madison Square Garden next year.
Oh, fuck that. They got WrestleMania and all that other shit. Like, here's the thing. SummerSlam, if there ever was a pay-per-view that was totally strictly designed for California, the Sunshine State, it would be SummerSlam. It's like if they were to have fucking Seasons Beatings or whatever fucking Christmassy title they'll come up with. Well, we're going to have it in California
December to
or
December.
Arizona. It's like, what the fuck
Get
is
out.
this shit?
December to December.
Exactly, December to December. Or,
I actually own that pay-per-view.
I'm
Really?
sorry.
I bought it years ago.
what made you decide on that purchase?
Do you hate yourself that much?
I did hate myself. I bought it and I was like, why did I do this? And the sad thing is they had like 3 matches advertised on the back of the case. It was like an 8-match card and he had 3 matches advertised.
Oh man.
That's how poorly booked it was.
Well,
But how can you top that Weapons Hell in a Cell?
Oh, it was great.
Hell in a Cell.
Last Hell in a Cell is going to be in Minneapolis, and I'll be there.
And nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's like the news.
Mad.
It's like the news how they said that WrestleMania was probably never going to return back to Madison Square Garden. This is probably just to give that arena another big pay-per-view since they really don't want to put Mania actually in... they want to keep it in the
Since
stadium.
it's too small now, which is bullshit. But
There's a rumor going around that they're telling the owners of Madison Square Garden to move the arena.
What do you mean move the arena?
I thought that was confirmed.
They already voted on it.
Oh, did they?
I thought it was confirmed.
I only heard they were talking about it.
How are they going to move the arena?
Probably go to a new arena.
It is kind of like cramped.
They're gonna get a helicopter and move it.
Yeah.
Because apparently the
We
subway
need
is
50
being remodeled.
helicopters.
50! Yeah, the subway's being remodeled, so they're probably going to tear it down.
That sucks.
What, the garden?
Yeah, the garden.
Oh, well, if you think about it, I mean, it will suck, but that place was actually, and this is a fact, I looked into it when I saw it on this special, it was the only place to hold the only American Nazi rally.
What?
Yep. Look it up.
Oh,
Yep.
sweet.
Wasn't that
Yeah.
on an episode of Seinfeld?
Ba-ding. Beep-be-doo.
Kayfabe.
Last bit of pay-per-view news: Santa Clara, California, and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania are bidding for WrestleMania 31.
Santa Clara is code for San Francisco,
Yeah.
Yeah.
more or less.
But here's the thing. I think a WrestleMania in Philadelphia would be so much more fun. Like, even if it were, and God forbid, I hope it isn't, like, if it were to be only one or two matches people would want to see and the rest was just complete shite, the crowd would not let it die.
Oh no,
You
it'll
know,
definitely be a very constant live crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they put it in the Eagle Stadium. That's where they'll probably go. They booed Santa Claus, you know. They booed Santa Claus.
Well,
This
at least
is
that's something to cheer about.
Santa Claus is an
Remember
asshole.
fact.
Gold.
Santa Claus is an asshole. He didn't get me my Megazord when I was a kid. He fucking gave me an X-Men Hall of Fame action figure set. You can't take the figures off. They're glued on there.
No.
And you can only move their heads and arms. I'm like, what fucking asshole came up with this toy?
Damn you, Santa!
I know. So since then, I've had a grudge against him. Luckily, my mom is really good at bargaining with people and got Toys R Us to take back a Santa gift. So
Were you happy when Del Rio ran him over last year?
yes, I'm like, take that, motherfucker! Remember Megazord? So yeah.
All right, Greg, what's next?
So guys,
Go away, ESPN!
they started showing more vignettes for Los Matadores. I'm
Fuck
kind of
me.
excited.
Ole.
There's some news
Dorito and Tortito?
something like that. Their names are fucking weird, or at least what their rumor names are supposed to be because of the trademarks. But
Can I
whatever.
just call him Chimichanga?
Peppico and Emo?
I'm just more pumped for their midget wrestler.
Yeah, Dorada, Mascarita Dorada will be
We
joining.
need more
them.
midget wrestlers.
Him and Hornswoggle can go at it.
God.
Wow.
No,
Nope.
don't give anything to Hornswoggle.
I mean, those busy killing people in a movie.
Give him Max Mini.
I see
No,
this
God. What about Mini Dink?
mini thing. I
Lobo
see this as a
Joe.
very smart move. WWE's been fucking making their tag team division amazing.
Well, they were doing that
Amazing.
for a
It's not
while, and then all of a sudden it stopped. And then, like, I liked Primo and Epico, but now that it's just like, I feel like they're going to keep them just jobbing to people, only wearing a stupid costume.
But
They're gonna
it's
move
better.
the belts.
It's better than what they were doing. And what they were doing was pretty much sitting backstage. At least they're going to be on TV now.
Yeah. I missed Rosa. I'm glad she returned tonight. So
Oh yeah, weird fucking appearance as being Mrs. Dance Partner. Nothing's gonna be
Yeah.
coming out of that though.
Yeah, Miz ruined that match, by the way.
Miz ruins everything.
Like I said on Twitter, if he would have never won the WWE Championship, he would have been future endeavored already.
No, he wouldn't have.
Yeah, he would have.
They wouldn't fire their main social media guy.
But before that, if he never won the WWE Championship in the first place, he would have definitely just stayed, low mid card, and he would just suddenly disappear.
Well,
Too bad, because I hate that guy. I wish I could punch him in the face.
We all do.
You sound like an angry Philip Seymour Hoffman. I like it. So. if I ever meet him, I'll punch him in the fucking mouth. Crocodile tears. Like, dude, that's fucking awesome.
Quick note on Sin Cara, he from last week's stupid injury that he got for dislocating his finger. He got some backstage heat apparently because he stopped the match, and that's what led to Del Rio almost kicking his ass after it.
did Orton come backstage and go, stupid, stupid?
Well, I'm
stupid.
guessing they wanted him to continue the match even with the dislocated finger.
One
Mr.
dislocated
Perfect
finger,
popped
that's
his
it.
shit back in.
What a pussy.
Well, it looked like Sin Cara's finger was bent in a way it shouldn't have been bent. I don't think you can continue with that.
I didn't hear any
What was that,
news.
his first or
like-
second move?
Not with a grappling style, no.
He acted like he got shot in his arm. It was a dislocated finger.
He probably thought he broke his fingers.
Yeah, he had to point to his fingers like he normally does, instead of having to point at everyone else.
He probably thought they were broken. That's why he stopped the match. His finger was like turned at a 90-degree angle. Well, why would you continue the match that way?
Stop that match, Mike.
Well, Mick Foley's insane. There's a difference. Mick Foley had half his ear ripped off, alright?
And keep in mind, this was pretty much a 3-minute squash match. There wasn't anything to gain from it.
It wasn't
It's not
really
like-
even a
it-
3-minute squash match. Like, he kind of went in, they went out to the outside, he did a suicide dive, and then broke his finger.
Dislocated his finger.
But I mean, it was probably going to be that.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
it,
they
it was
said
going to...
It wasn't going to be some 30-minute pay-per-view match.
But it
Well, they
seemed-
said that he dislocated him when Del Rio kicked him in the hand. And, like, it
Yeah.
dislocated his fucking fingers. Because if you watch that match, after he kicks him in the hand, he starts, like, shaking his hand, like, checking on it and shit. So,
He probably aggravated it even more when he did the dive.
yeah.
That's what probably caused him to say, hey, I can't bend my finger.
It seemed like...
or in this case, point to his fingers.
it seemed like cutting the match short kind of ruined the whole, flow of that week's Raw, because they started adding a bunch of, like, really short filler matches near the end.
Oh, well.
That probably
If he
threw off
would've-
the time a lot.
If it had been wrestling Orton, Sin Cara would be fired.
Yeah, probably.
Because he'd suffer Anderson syndrome.
Let's talk about 2 more WB topics, and then we'll move straight to TNA. I am dreading already. Ted DiBiase was released, I believe, this morning, if I'm
He
not
was?
mistaken.
His contract
What?
expired.
Or I thought he just left, like, because he wasn't too
Yeah.
happy with his current position.
He didn't renew.
He didn't
His
really
What was-
contract
When
expired.
was his last match?
fuck.
It's probably something like Superstars.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah, probably
made
was on Superstars.
Against Trent Beretta. So,
it.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I have it from 2011. I got one of the first comps.
2011.
No wait. He was at Night of Champions last year.
Was he?
Yeah, he wrestled Cody Rhodes
Did he?
for the Intercontinental belt. Yep.
Last year.
I think it was last year.
I don't think
wait,
anybody
That
cared.
doesn't seem right.
No wait, who was the Intercontinental Champion last year? That was The Miz. Never mind, it was 2011.
Yeah,
I had
2011.
I had a brain fart.
I thought it was Wade Barrett.
No.
No. But yeah, Ted DiBiase left. A lot of people said whatever they had to say about it on Twitter.
I cried.
Yeah.
I laughed,
I'll
I
be
cried,
sad
I
when
heard all-
JTG decides to not renew his contract.
He's getting paid to do pretty much nothing. I don't think that's going to happen.
I know.
I think he works a lot of house shows, doesn't he?
He's got the Infinite contract. He's never getting released. He's got the Brooklyn Brawler deal.
He's gonna be a
Swear.
legend.
He's got an ironclad contract.
Pretty much. He can't get fired.
Those
He's making $20 in KFC every night.
Oh.
That's all he's making.
Fucking score, if you ask me. They got that $9.99 deal. Never mind.
Racist.
Who was that guy who went like so long, like just getting paid? And the creator didn't even know that he was.
It was,
part of the roster?
It was one of the Japanese guys, Funaki.
Funaki.
No. I think
Yeah,
it
I
was,
think it was Funaki.
no, it was Armando Alejandro Estrada, I believe. Wasn't
I was
that-
hoping it was Yoshitatsu.
Yoshitatsu.
Yoshi's
that guy.
awesome. What you hating the Yoshi for?
I hate Yoshitatsu. His theme song's fucking annoying to me. I don't know how the guy wrestled in Japan, but he seems like a big racist caricature for Japanese wrestlers. I call him Happy Jappy.
He was part of a part of a tag team with Tanahashi, wasn't he? Earlier in his
I think
career?
so. I'm trying to find those matches because I like Tanahashi.
Yeah,
And I like
Tanahashi's
the
great.
New Japan roster. Like this year's G1, fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, I got caught a couple of those matches. Those are fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Last bit of WWE news we could talk about. Cena's taking time off. We heard that last week, but now he got his successful surgery. That's been done on his elbow.
His elbow's not the size of baseball anymore.
And it's expected that he's going to be taking 5 to 6 months off, which would land him pretty close
So
around
really,
Royal
he's
Rumble.
going to take 4 months off.
3.5, but yeah.
He'll be back by Battleground.
They're really promoting this Battleground. Jesus.
My God.
But okay, let's
It's
get
better,
to
it's
it.
better than Capital Punishment.
Do you guys think that WWE will be going into panic mode due to John Cena's injury?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. That's the Dean Ambrose.
I say that's a really good Dean Ambrose.
Nope.
There was
Nope.
there was an article that came out on the dirt sheets that said that WWE pretty much told the talent to step it up during Cena's hiatus. So I think these next couple months they're going to be looking at who's going to be some of the best workers. I say, because taking John Cena out of that picture, you're losing a lot of work efficiency right there.
Well, if they don't push Cesaro to the moon, I'm gonna cry.
Or Ziggler.
Well,
Ziggler.
It's like they have enough talent there that has been stepping it up. I mean, because if you look back on the matches of Dolph Ziggler, he was nowhere near the potential that he was now, and he fucking hurt himself doing so. So I guess they're kind of playing and say, well, he hurt himself, so we got to kind of be careful.
Apparently,
But I mean, the guy was a massive improvement. Everybody was rooting for him. I mean, I liked Del Rio before he became like the forced face, as I call it. Cesaro, of course, everybody and their mom knows what he's capable of on the indies, and we all know with Sami Zayn and stuff. I mean, they have enough talent there already, and they have enough talent that they have yet to call up. So, I mean, it's not a matter of them stepping it up. It's them should be able to lift off their little safety net, saying, hey, we've worked on the indies. We know what's safe. We know what works. Just let us fucking do what we got to do. This isn't Saturday Morning Slam. We're on late at night, so just let us do what we got to do.
Things are going to definitely change, at least in the next year. I see some huge improvement in the overall just like wrestling department in the WWE. A lot of the talent guys are going to be doing, because Triple H has invested a lot in the indies. He brought in a lot of guys who all essentially have the same sort of talent, the indie style. But, it's a lot different than what WWE's wrestling style is. So they brought him into the developmental system. They taught him, okay, this is what we're going to do. But I think overall, when the indie guys start taking over this company, when you're going to see 100% of these guys coming from the independent, promotions, we're going to see sort of that style just kind of take over WWE style. Because for any of these guys to work with each other, they're going to have to wrestle essentially the same style.
Yeah.
as long as they don't call up Bo Dallas, I'm happy.
Oh, they're going to call up Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas.
Oh.
Bo Dallas.
Bo Dyer.
He's going to be called
Maybe
up
he's
again.
Sister Abigail. Picture, okay, fans on the internet, you got about 24 hours to do a Bo Dallas Sister Abigail meme. So, homework assignment.
Oh my
I need to
god.
get that started right now. That sounds like a picture I need to have on my wall.
Oh god. I'm scared.
I mean,
Of course he's
well,
scared.
Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt are already brothers.
That's a
wouldn't
ceiling
it wouldn't be
poster, Greg. That's
surprised
not a
if-
wall poster.
You could fucking make it a wall poster if you wanted to.
Mr. aBOgail.
Print that shit out.
Oh god. That's just ghetto. Move on to TNA news.
Let's talk about TNA, guys. Have y'all watched TNA this week?
Yay.
Only one thing.
What's TNA?
Dino, do you watch TNA?
From time to time, usually see who's on the knockouts match. I mean, I like ODB's boobs, so that's about it.
Man, you do more than most of the guys in this group do.
There's a
But
lot of...
from time to time, I check it out. I mean, when they had people on there that I knew, that's when I would watch. But then all this bullshit with the contracts and not paying people and whatnot, I'm just like, well, I'm not going to support this bullshit. So.
Yeah. it's hard to watch nowadays, and you saying them not paying people. We have a lot more news about that. There's 3 people who've been released in the past week: Brooke Hogan,
Nobody cares.
SoCal
No one cares.
and Devon.
Devon.
I care about that one.
Devon was
Yes, that's the only one we care about.
the difference between
Yeah, pretty much.
the difference between all 3 of them is that Devon was the one that was fired via storyline. They didn't have the dignity just to fire him off the side like they've been doing. So they just had to fucking fire him on actual TV just to be fucking worth everybody's while.
My question is, why couldn't they fire Garrett Bischoff? Why is this untalented piece of trash still on the main roster?
You can
Because
say
of
that
his
about.
father.
You can say that about.
Eric's baby boy.
We need to talk about how Daisy Carter decides to upload a video of her presenting a TNA contract to TJ Perkins, I believe, the guy who plays Manic.
Mhm.
What kind of stick is this?
Well, he's their champion, so he has to have a contract.
But why would you fucking upload a video and show everybody, hey guys, we're signing this guy? Why not?
Because
just
she's
fucking sign
spiteful.
him?
And once he
After-
breaks his...
She wanted D.
I
Once he
think
seriously injures himself.
He's gonna break his neck, and she's gonna go, nope, I can't pay you.
Oh.
You gotta go. Just like she
But
did
the
to
thing
Jesse
about-
Saracen.
Just
Let's
like
say
she
the thing
did to
about
Daphne.
TJ is he's actually a very technical guy, so he doesn't really fly or anything like that. It's tricky because I mean he's been on the scene for a long fucking time.
Oh yeah,
And I'm glad that the guy got a contract somewhere. Like when I heard that he was with Ring of Honor, I'm like, they need to fucking sign him because he's good. He'll work well for their crowd. He just needs to put a little more character into it. And this Mannix thing, I mean, I guess I'm getting kind of like a Spider-Man feel from it. Like he's kind of like a Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield kind of thing. And then he puts on the mask and it's something else. And that's about it. I mean, I love TJ. He's a fucking beautiful technician in the ring, but he really doesn't have any personality unless he adds a little bit of his sarcasm to it. Like he's a very sarcastic dude. Like a lot of people think it comes off as like being a dick, but I mean, if he were to just apply that to just take it up a little bit of a notch, be like an 80s asshole, bullies everybody or whatnot, I think that would work better. But
They already have a bully. His name is Ray.
exactly.
But he can't do that with the stupid Manic mask over him. I didn't like
No.
the idea that they tried to rehash the Suicide gimmick into something different, but keep the same look.
Same
just
fucking
seemed-
costume.
Same fucking costume, just with a different name and a different person under the mask.
Oh my god. I get it. Manic is suicide spelled backwards. Here, hold it up to the mirror.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it all makes sense.
Where's Don West? He needs to sell that.
Back on Home Shopping Network.
Oh, poor Don West.
Who's the guy that wanted to? Who's the boxer that wanted to be a pro wrestler?
Riddick Bowe.
Yeah, and how everybody's saying that TNA is going to possibly hire him.
Well,
No,
I
big
read
fucking surprise.
I read an article that says he wants to wrestle Hogan.
Oh my god.
So he's going to be signing TNA for next year probably.
He wants
If
that
Hogan-
He wants that 8-inch python.
If
8-inch?
oh my god.
He
Small
means the
arm.
dick.
Did he have to translate it for you guys? I hope he takes lessons from Bubba the Love Sponge's wife's video.
Okay, let's talk about
No,
the.
screw you guys.
Let's talk about the most relevant TNA news out this week. AJ Styles' contract is expiring soon, and apparently they are having some money issues for the contract, and AJ has been teasing jumping ship. Here's a guy who's been the flagship boy of TNA on and off over the past 10 years, and he's
On and off.
on and off. Yeah, definitely on and off.
He's been the main guy. He's been
No,
their
he
guy
has.
since 2002.
That's so
Nah.
sad, though, that you can't even pay him.
He's been jumped from the main event down to the X Division, back up to the main event back down to whatever mid-card status that he's been, back up to the main event, back down.
He's still the
AJ's
face of
definitely
TNA, though.
What?
He's still the face of TNA, though. When you think of
I'd
TNA,
say
you think of AJ
Sting right
Styles.
now is the face of TNA right now.
Who?
Sting.
I don't see Sting as the face of TNA.
I see Sting as the face of TNA as of now. I mean, if you look back over the 10 years of TNA, yeah, you definitely see AJ Styles as probably one of the main faces. But as of now, we're talking about now. Sting is like the face of TNA. Sting and Hogan.
If there was the face of TNA, it's Jeff Hardy.
And Jeff Hardy, I guess.
Because he's their main
face.
He's their main merch guy.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
For a lot of fat chicks.
Where would you guys want to see AJ Styles go if he does leave TNA, which it's
He's not
still
leaving.
50-50? Where would you guys want to see him go?
Realistically,
Realistically, where would you want him to go?
Back to the
WWE.
Indies.
What'd you guys say?
Go ahead, Dino.
Okay. I say back to the Indies.
Oh yeah, I
said
agree.
WWE.
Because I mean his style, I mean he could go to WWE, but I mean the guy has how many years on him in the business, and I mean not a lot of stuff he's done is too impressive these days. If you look at the way the roster performs on WWE, I mean he's still like 2003 AJ Styles, but a lot has changed since then. And an emo haircut and a southern accent and a fucking scraggly stubble isn't going to cut it there. Like, they got to figure out a way to repackage this guy who's already old compared to wrestling years. So, I mean, it's already a big risk. I mean, I'm sad to say, like, that might happen if Joe is stuck with the whole situation that AJ's in.
Yeah.
It's just like all these guys that would have been great coming up in the WWE, that as much as we wanted to see them there, they went to TNA, even though they gave them the shot and whatnot, but it kind of just, it's kind of like being in a shitty relationship. Like, oh, things are great. It seemed to have so much promise, but, you know, she stopped douching and stuff, so.
I definitely agree with you. I mean, I'd love to either see him, you know, in New Japan, give them a big American name over there, or
Yeah.
throw him back down to Ring of Honor. Give Ring of Honor back a big name. You know, AJ Styles been in Ring of Honor before. Him coming back would be, you know, them in wide open arms. They wouldn't even think about it twice.
But
Having him
Greg,
come back.
they already have Matt Hardy down there. There's no more room for AJ Styles.
That's
Oh my
they
God.
have to be done with Matt Hardy soon. They have to be.
I caught that joke, Rick didn't.
What?
He made a fat joke.
Oh. That went completely over my head. No, but I mean, I definitely love to see Styles back in Ring of Honor. I think if Ring of Honor needs a big name right now, it'd be definitely Jeff Hart. Wow.
Jeff Hardy.
They tried that already. The fucker couldn't even do his entrance.
AJ Styles.
I think they boo Jeff Hardy out of the building again if that ever happened.
Yeah.
And
X-Pac.
are you saying Lance Hoyt's not a big enough American name in New Japan? How dare you?
Who?
How dare you, sir?
Lance Hoyt. Lance Hoyt.
Well, they have Shelly over there too.
Yep.
How dare you say D.H. Smith is not a big enough name?
I just wanted to bring this up on the show really quickly. Mike got shat on by X-Pac.
Oh, X-Pac.
Oh, literally?
That's how he tore it.
That's how.
Did
What?
his asshole just ooze out all over?
God.
Ow. Ass popped! Ass popped!
Oh my God.
Make some noise.
Okay. That's my impression of their sex tape of him and China.
Oh,
Okay, let's get back. So, Mike, how did it like to be corrected by X-Pac?
Do you think I care?
Well, I think we should tell people what he corrected you about.
Does it matter?
About how you said that Panda Energy had no money. And
No.
What was your comment?
I said if they had all of this money, how come they can't afford to pay their talent?
And then he goes on and
that's
says,
what I said.
And then he goes on and says, you don't know Panda Express is Panda Express.
Some orange chicken right now. It's
I'm hungry.
TNA brought to you by Panda Express. But no,
that's signing their checks.
Yeah. But yeah, he pretty much corrected you about Panda Energy being a big company and shit like that.
I never said they weren't a big company.
Yeah. I don't know why he called you out. That was weird.
I was just saying that if they had so much money, why can't they afford to pay their guys? Which is it's an actual legit question. Why can't they? If they're making millions upon millions of dollars, why can't they pay their talent?
Because they're spending it on the wrong people. I think they're still paying Hogan like $6 million a year, or something close to those numbers, right?
Ridiculous.
Spike TV's paying some of that too.
Imagine $6 million a year, you cover 4 or 5 independent guys easily.
Yeah,
they still put on a better product than you're doing right now.
They want John Morrison and Carlito. They don't want the indie guys.
That's not cool.
No, it's not cool at all.
That is not
No
cool.
consider it either. So.
But yeah, I wasn't crapped on like you said.
It sounds like you were crapped on.
Oh, shut up! You don't even watch TNA.
Ring of Honor.
He's doing himself a favor.
Got a couple Ring of Honor news. We got the New Japan's IWGP Junior Tag titles will be defended at Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor 11. It'll be the Forever Hooligans, Alex Kozlov and Rocky Romero versus the American Wolves, David
Forever
and Eddie Edwards.
American Wolves.
I hate Rocky Romero for doing that. That is the most obnoxious thing he's ever done.
I love it. Like when I first got wind of that, I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I texted him a video of him just doing that. I'm like, "Please tell me this is your new gimmick. It's ridiculous." He goes, "Yeah, it is." So, thank you.
Oh God.
Forever. Azuka.
Oh. I watched the New Japan show with him doing. I was like, "What is this? Why is this happening?" I'm already annoyed.
Ring of Honor tryout seminar spots filled. Looks like Ring of Honor is going to be hiring a lot more talent in the next coming months. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. WWE just went through buying like all their big guys, so they're going to have to
bought out like half the big guys on that roster.
Yeah. So I think they're just going to try to rebuild their base and start getting some young guys in there. Good news. I mean, maybe that's what was needed for Ring of Honor.
Missed my shot.
They just recently got Eddie Kingston and Homicide back.
Yeah, but I mean, Homicide's old.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine him wrestling.
I thought he was supposed to retire.
Yeah, he's supposed to be retiring soon, wasn't he?
Didn't he retire the PWS show, or was it New Jack? It was one of them.
Well, they're both easily, mixed up. So.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They're both short black midgets.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean,
racism. It lives.
That's
God,
all.
It's black midgets.
That's all we really have to talk about. I mean, Vince McMahon met with the Ultimate Warrior recently. If you guys want to talk about that.
Oh no, fuck Warrior. Like you want real, like if I want real legend news, I'll be like, oh, they're gonna finally let Randy Savage into the fucking Hall of Fame. Then I'll care about it.
Yeah.
But Warrior, I don't give two shits about.
But he wants to.
Warrior, go fuck yourself. Choose anywhere you want. Parts are unknown on this fucking topic. So.
But he wants to fill the plane with the rocket fuel. Hulk Hogan.
What?
Oh.
Okay. I think we just do our pop, flop, and botch and end the podcast. I think we had a good show. If you don't, I'm not sure if we told Dino about pop, flop, and botch. So
I don't think we mentioned it.
Nope.
So we'll,
Good job,
we'll,
Greg.
we'll get to you last then, Dino. Pop Up a Botch is essentially you give your pop to someone who you thought did really well this week in wrestling. Flop is
Or
someone
anything.
Yeah, or anything, doesn't really fucking matter. Flop is someone who didn't do that great, or just, something you just didn't like in the week, and botch is someone who botched, or something you fucked up, or whatever. So we'll start off with Strike doing his pop, flop, and botch. Go.
My pop would have went to Seth Rollins, but he didn't land in the chair. So I guess I'm just going to give it to Karma because I wanted her to come back. And I see AJ hinting towards Karma just because I want it. So
Breaking news, Karma just got signed just for you.
yay!
Even more breaking news. She's pregnant again.
Oh,
Let's hope we get this right this time.
Greg, why'd you impregnate her?
Even more breaking news, her baby died again.
No.
Sorry to burst
My-
your bubbles.
My flop was my flop go-to.
Your flop goes to yourself.
No.
Wait, what's your flop?
My flop goes to Triple H because I don't know. I'm seeing something similar with Triple H that I was seeing in CM Punk.
Like what? You were telling me this on Steam or on Skype, and I wanted
Yeah,
you to save it
you
for the
never
podcast.
answered.
I wanted to save it for the fucking podcast, so let's get it off right now. What does that mean?
It just feels like their promos, both his heels are following a lot of the same things,
Like what?
Triple H is not against the company.
Just kind of the same style. They talk for about 20 minutes, and a lot of their issues are kind of similar. They're either the best or they're talking about someone they hate, and they go on and on and on. I just feel like sometimes you don't need a 20-minute monologue to get something said.
Well, it could be a John Cena promo where he goes, "Hey, you smoked, you did this, ha ha ha, fruity pebbles, huh?"
And
Would you want that?
I'd
Just
rather
decide.
have the same generic heel promos than Cena smirking and laughing at everybody trying to
But-
cut a promo.
I'm not saying the promos themselves are bad. I'm saying, like, people loved Punk's promos, but at the same
Full
time,
of the poop.
they hated Triple H's promos, and I'm seeing they're not so different.
All right.
Like, they're relatively the same. I don't know why people liked Punk's over Triple H's.
But they love the poop.
And what's your botch?
My botch. What is my botch? I don't know.
You don't
I
know.
guess Square Enix, because they ain't got some things set up for their server. I don't know. For Final Fantasy 14.
Told you that game was shit.
No, it's not. The game's actually pretty awesome. It's
We're
just
not a video game
Gonna
podcast.
die.
it's just that they weren't expecting as many people playing, I think, and it just caused their servers to kind of.
That's usually what happens when a new game comes out.
Yeah, it happens with any MMO ever, but I mean, even so,
Oh, that's their fault for not being prepared.
like, people are complaining because people are being AFK all day long while they're at work and stuff just so they can stay in and stuff.
All right. Hunter, pop, flop, and botch. Go.
Pop goes with that super German suplex. That was legit.
All right.
My flop. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. My flop goes to
That's super. That valley thing.
fuck you, Mike, dude.
Mike, dude.
Like,
I don't know what
Yeah,
your fucking
Mike,
name
dude.
is.
My flop goes to having to wake up at like 7 tomorrow to go to
oh,
court.
you poor thing.
Pretty
Shit.
brutal.
You probably shouldn't put that on the air, by the way.
I don't really care.
It's already out.
And send me some good vibes, guys.
Yeah, apparently Mike, or not Mike, Hunter got
Like,
Hunter's going to court because he fucked some kid on campus. So
I didn't fuck anyone. It was
Sick bastard.
you bastard. Why you gotta do that? You just fucking deframed my name on the internet.
would it help if you said
Had a name?
My botch goes to you fucking idiots. I hate you guys.
oh, that's great.
There's a lot of love in this room.
Big Fish, or sorry, Ryan. Ryan's
Good talk.
dead. Ryan's dead. I'm sorry, we killed him. I'm announcing it here first. Mike, pop, flop, and botch.
My pop goes to Daniel Bryan replacing Randy Orton's truck. Goes to the truck having an entrance theme. And my botch goes to Hunter for being the retard that he is and putting his personal issues on the podcast. Good job.
Like, I care about that.
GG, we'll see you in 6 months.
6 months.
All right, 6 years. I was being generous.
You're
I
absurd.
think you get a lot more if you rape someone. So
I was
That's
being
about
generous.
a finger's worth of time. So
I was being generous.
Jonesy,
You want me to throw you slammer for years? Okay.
Jonesy,
Hmm?
pop,
What?
flop, and botch.
What's that?
Oh my
I don't know.
god.
Fucking tell me.
it's like fuck, marry, kill, but with wrestling. If I understand.
Sounds good to me. Let's see. Pop goes to the Daniel Bryan push. Flop goes to
Wow, you're
Don't
really
think-
killing it right now.
I know, aren't I?
You're really killing
Jonesy.
Flop goes to Greg just because I feel like it, and
it. Man,
Botch goes
pulling
to
a
Hunter.
Jimmy right now.
Botch goes to Hunter. Goes to you, Hunter, because you going to jail.
Not yet. Went to jail.
Jesus.
I like how we all have it written off.
I mean,
We're gonna miss you, Hunter.
if I don't come back,
Hunter, if you don't come back, we're gonna expect that you join some shitty ass mafia group.
probably that'll probably happen.
The main event mafia?
Yes.
Fuck.
Dino, are you ready to give your pop, flop, and botch?
Sure. Pop, I kind of am in between on this, and I popped for my buddy Harold, Scorpio Sky, being one of the firemen at SummerSlam, as well as my boy Christian Cole, who is also a fireman, and who got punked by Ryback on Monday. That he was the one that he took his stuff into the shower, and it almost seemed like it was going to end in a rape.
Yeah.
So.
Hide and right.
Yeah. Hide and rape. Hide and rape. But,
Oh, hi, Heyman. How have you been?
fantastic. Beat the shit out of Punk. And, you know, he thought that he had the best of me, but I had the chance to say, fuck you, you're wrong. You know, shit's good. Soaking up the sun.
But why were you crying?
Wasn't crying.
What's it?
Just really emotional. And it's hot as fuck in that building.
We didn't talk about
If you
that.
notice,
segment.
there's dark parts of my face. That means it gets more sun than the rest of me. So, so for that one, and then let's see. I also popped for basically just a fucking awesome SummerSlam in general. Like this, it was probably one of the best pay-per-views, minus the two, the opening match and the warm-up match, which I was kind of sad about. So flop on those. I think that they could have done more with the Wyatt family than a fucking Inferno match that just awkwardly ended. And you know, hopefully they get it right the next time they want to do something with them. Excuse me. And botch, I would say. Oh, botch goes to Kick-Ass 2. That was a complete fucking waste of time. I felt nothing for the characters.
Oh, thank
First
God.
movie was a lot better.
Yeah.
But Night Bitch was hot. So
Is she?
Night bitch was hot.
she's the chick from Dawn of the Dead, I found out. The little redheaded chick who was spray painting shit and grew like a kinship with the little dog that they had. That's the chick from Dawn of the Dead who's now Night Bitch.
That's crazy.
Sexy redheaded Canadians. So
All right. Then my pop, I'm a botch. My pop goes to the Punk and Heyman segment. That went on fucking forever, but that was a damn good segment. And
But you didn't tell me nothing.
Heyman makes it.
Heyman,
Curtis
fucking-
Axel was no fucking excitement whatsoever. He's deader than his dad and his grandfather. And they're still more over than him. So
And my other pop goes to that AJ promo. Definitely one of the best divas. Anything that came out of that division. My flop goes to... I don't know. Don't really have a flop right now. I'm enjoying everything that the WWE's putting on. I guess just TNA in general. Fuck TNA. And
Get ready for Impact, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday.
yeah. And my
Yeah,
botch
great.
goes to Hunter, I guess, for just doing stupid stuff.
Yeah. You
For
know,
raping
it
people.
was a good night, though. I had fun.
I bet you did.
I bet you're the only one.
I bet
You-
everybody
you-
else was screaming in terror.
You had fun until the cops came. You went, oh crap, I gotta run.
You know what's the gay part? The cop said he was going to let me go, and then he mailed me a ticket. Like, what a fucking douchebag.
Okay.
Fuck
better-
you,
you better pay your
Minneapolis police. Go fuck yourself. I hate you guys.
Big props to the Minneapolis police.
So it's just a parking violation?
I'm not sure if it's a parking violation. Didn't you say it was like a disorderly
Disorderly
conduct?
conduct.
There was some violations.
You
know,
wrote stick on the cop car, didn't you?
like, you know what? I don't like police. They can just touch my cock. And you just start rubbing it on the door handle. And he's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, wow, you got a southern accent. I got a fucking ticket book's what I got, son. You know what? I'm going to let you go because you know what? I'm rather impressed. And then he started thinking about it more and more. He's like, you know what? I think that guy was just a little bit more endowed than me. So you know what? He's going to pay this fucking ticket. Take that, dick handle. So,
That's pretty much how it went.
okay, well, there you
Word
go.
for word.
Well then.
Spot on.
The big
Well,
Freudian fuck up on your part. It's all penis envy.
He has to have a penis first.
Oh, strike. Don't even get started. Mister, I can't show my face to anyone, and I have fat fingers.
Or are you one of those cam whores that don't show their face even if you tip them?
Pretty much, he is.
Oh, okay. I hate your kind. I like a personal connection with the stranger I'm masturbating to.
All right, I think that's a good place to end it. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for the Arc of Wrestling podcast. This is episode 82, 81. Even when I try fucking attempting to say the number, I get it wrong. Thank you for our very special guest, Dino, for joining us.
No problem.
Absolutely
Thank
a
you for having me.
pleasure. Everybody go, please buy his comics over at scottlostcomics.com. I'm going to go fucking do it. I think after the show or in the morning. Depends on when I have the time. I'm definitely going to get one of those coffins. So,
One of those coffins?
what?
You see one of those coffins?
One of those coffins? No. One of those
Yeah, he's going to go to
comics.
Costco, get a coffin.
Hey, it's
The
that
most
kind of
fucking
season.
morbid thing ever.
Hey, it's almost that time of season.
I need your
So.
plastic coffins, the best you have.
I need to be able to hold 10 bodies in it.
No. Are you ready for dead?
Either.
I'm planning a mass genocide, so
No, are you?
yeah.
You know, you'll save money if you cut the bodies up.
It's true.
You can get a smaller size.
Just cut the legs off. That would, those who will be like, oh, I want to see him one last time. Well, just flip through the corpses. Oh, there he is, number 4. So,
I could just drop them in acid and watch their bodies burn.
yeah, boy.
Like,
So wait, you're planning to have Kamala over?
And Carrie Von Erich.
fuck it, the entire Benoit family is invited.
We'll all hang out, yeah.
Okay, thank you everybody for joining us for the Arc of Wrestling podcast. You can always catch us here live every Monday after Raw, or if it's a pay-per-view, after every pay-per-view, we will be doing a show. Please subscribe to us over on our YouTube channel. Check out lagspike.tv. check the Twitter out, do all that stuff. We are very grateful for you guys listening to the podcast this late, and we will see you guys next time. Say bye-bye,
And get
fellas.
Hunter out of jail.
Yeah, 300.
That's fun if I go to jail.
Everyone,
Okay,
everyone
guys.
send bail money.
Cigarettes and lubricants. That's all you need.
You're gonna need those, yeah.
Bye, guys.